Hey, welcome, and today we'll check this, the Pulsar ES-HE70 gaming keyboard. Now, this keyboard has nothing to do with Pulsar's latest release. It definitely takes a different approach. Instead, it complements the ES series lineup we already know from Pulsar's gaming mice. This one is clearly more eSports performance oriented, featuring a built-in screen that lets you tweak almost all the settings, so no software needed. In this video we'll dive into all its features. I will show you what this keyboard does well and what does not work so well that I found could have been better, and explain why this keyboard almost made me retire my voting 80HE, but only almost. Before we get started, just a quick note, Pulsar sent me this keyboard for review, but as always all opinions I share in this video are completely my own. But first, let's check what we get in the box. When unboxing, we'll find first the keyboard. It comes in a silver aluminum case. It feels and looks nice, very premium, but I don't think it matches Pulsar usual ES design style. But some of you might like the silver and black color style. Further in the box you get a black USB-A to USB-C cable, 3 additional red Resha magnetic switches, a 2-in-1 switch and keycap puller, a stickers, and the manual. When it comes to the design and layout, we have here a compact TKL keyboard, so as the name suggests, a 70% size, more compact than the traditional 75% layout we know from TKL keyboards. To achieve the 70% layout by adding a screen, Pulsar has removed the F11 and F12 keys as well as the print screen key. So keep this in mind if you have these keys as a function in your program. I know that F11 enables full screen mode by default and F12 is known as a shortcut to open the Save As function in Office program or the developer tools in web browser like Edge or Chrome. But my biggest complaint, and this is a very personal one, is the color choice. Don't get me wrong, maybe it's just me being picky. I find the silver aluminum case with the black keycaps a nice contrast, but I wish Pulsar had stayed more in the classic ES colorway we saw on the previous mouse. So a full black keyboard with maybe a red accent bar somewhere, and maybe the knob wheel in this aluminum silver to stay in line with the scroll wheel on the ES gaming mice. I think this will be a nice looking keyboard, but that's just me. Overall, it's a solid, well-built keyboard with great high quality feel. The bottom is made of plastic, but it's okay. It gives a nice resonance while typing. It has adjustable feet in 2 high positions. Let's move on now to what truly makes this keyboard unique, and that's the screen. Pulsar adds something quite special and innovative here, allowing you to adjust almost everything using just 2 buttons and the knob wheel, with the screen helping you visualize what you are doing, similar to the screen on the ES series mice. For example, under the performance menu, you can turn rapid trigger on or off and adjust actuation settings from 0.05mm up to 4mm in 0.05mm steps, offering a wide range and high precision. You can choose the same settings for all keys or customize each key individually. Under advanced keys, you can set popular features like dynamic keystrokes, hold tap or toggle key. Quick tap, also known as snap tap, is adjustable via the software, or you can use key shortcut to enable or disable it once activate. Other shortcuts let you change the RGB lighting, which looks very bright and well diffused. The north-facing LEDs help with that. Another useful feature is the ability to save different profiles, so you can have one setup for work and another for gaming. This driverless configuration is definitely the keyboard's biggest highlight. Regarding the technical specification of this keyboard, they are definitely on the higher end for competitive gaming, featuring 8000 Hz polling rate and scan rate. It uses Resha red magnetic switches and it's hot swappable, but unfortunately it's not compatible with other switches like Gateron Jade Pro or Laker, as those have 2 pins. The Resha switch have none, and so the PCB have no, also it's only compatible with Resha type switches. That's quite a big drawback. The switches feel and sound okay, but I definitely would have preferred the option to use Jade Pro or Laker switches. Now let's do a quick sound check. Sound preferences is always subjective. I personally find it fine overall, just not exactly my style. I tend to prefer a more talk-like sound like the Leica V2 on my Voting 80HE. This Rayshard magnetic switches leans a bit more creamy, but overall it feels good. Not too light or hard to press, they don't wobble much, the stem is quite stiff. That's a good point. The PBT double shot keycaps feels great too, and the pre-loop stabilizer are well implemented. The spacebar feels solid and doesn't wobble too much. The keyboard comes with 2 silicone foam layers to dampen the sound a bit, which definitely helps. Moving on to my gaming experience, I've been using this keyboard for over a week as my daily driver for both regular tasks and gaming. Recently, I've been focused on ranking in Apex Legends. Coming from my voting, I quickly adjust to this layout. Switching profiles is seamless and happens instantly. The rapid trigger mode and actuation feels accurate compared to other All Effect keyboards I've tried. It's responsive and I've become familiar with the switches. I especially like the spacebar, it has a satisfying slight heavy touch. Overall, my performance has stayed consistent with this keyboard and I have no complaints. It definitely gets the job done. So, to sum up, the Pulsar ES-HE70 gaming keyboard is fast, strong and packed with smart features like a built-in screen that lets you change settings without software. It's great for gaming and feels premium. The switches are smooth and the RGB lighting looks awesome. At $200 it's definitely on the expensive side, but still cheaper than the Voting 80HE. While Voting may offers better switch feel and sound, the Pulsar has better build quality, especially compared to Voting plastic case, unless you pay extra for the aluminum upgrade. Visually, I also prefer Pulsar's design, especially with the screen and driverless setup. However, it's not perfect. The lack of compatibility with other switches is a big drawback for me. The case layout has also 2 dust trap spots here, and the silver color design doesn't match the classic ES mouse style I like, but that's my personal taste. More importantly, missing keys like F11, F12 and print screen are a real issue. I wish Pulsar has chosen a slightly larger 70% layout to keep 2 keys while still fitting the screen. If they have done that, this keyboard might have eventually replaced my Voting 80HE. For now, I will keep using the Pulsar, it's growing on me and I'm curious to see if it can win me over in the long run. Overall, it's a real solid keyboard with some space for improvement. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this review and find it helpful. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay updated on all my next videos. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.